Hi, I'm Liz. I am here to answer a question, which is why would a man desire to be coached by a woman? And specifically, why would a man want to be coached by me specifically? So, a few reasons. First of all, I'm a woman and I am nearing the 46th birthday of my life. So, I have a number of accumulated years here relating to men, relating to the gender that is not my own. So the perspective of a woman in relation to men has a validity, I believe, to support men in a certain way that a man working with a man can't offer, simply because of the different gender experience that we have in our life. And both are valid, and my perspective as a woman is different. The second is I grew up surrounded by men. My dad, who's still a part of my life and still married to my mom, and my two brothers, one older, one younger. I grew up on a farm. I experienced these what I think are very masculine, virtuous qualities demonstrated by the men in my life from when I was as young as I can remember and throughout my lifetime. So having these relationships surrounded by and through and with me has felt like a really important stabilizing and clarifying of how a man shows up in integrity to himself and in integrity to values that he holds. These qualities, I would say, follow through, loyalty, thoughtfulness, reliability, like a steadfast belief in things working out. I feel that these qualities I've been surrounded by for many years, and that brings a certain awareness or energy to me as a woman and my own individual lived experience, and also again in the way that I am aware of and relate to and witness men. Okay, third, I am a coach. I'm trained in nervous system attunement, embodiment, instinct reconnection, sexual reclamation. And while my training was very holistic in that it's applicable to any person, I also did a specialized focus on top of my core studies, which was specifically about men's sexuality and masculine instinct. So where my studies broadly are very applicable to all humans, including men, I also have an additional layer of specialized training that's designed to help me support the male population. Fourth is I'm a mother to a son. So I have a little man, young man, very young in my life. And so I care deeply about the kind of men that we are raising in our society, the kind of men that are evolving in our society. And so there's a personal experience here in addition to the professional experience that I feel very inspired to do. The fifth reason, while I consider myself energetically attracted to humans, a word pansexual, if that is something that helps you understand, I just feel like I'm a person. I have an energetic vibration that feels connected to and attracted to different humans. And while some of that could go unexplained, I believe that it's really valid. And also, romantically, intimately, I've always been in a heterosexual and a heteronormative male-woman partnership dynamic. And that feels true and will continue to feel true for me. So I've had a number of long relationships with men since my early 20s. The shortest one was about 3 years long, and the longest was about 8 years long, and then two that were in like a 4 to 5 year duration. So I've had a lot of experience in the dynamic with men in partnership. And I feel that what I've learned in those dynamics with different men has been a part of my learning experience that I can use in support of the opening and reclaiming and reconnecting and instinct reclamation that I can help men move through. And then the last thing is that I'm not trying to change anyone, and I'm certainly not trying to change a man or men who I'm working with. My role isn't to teach how to be a man. My role is simply to inspire what is already inside of a man, of you, if you are a man listening to this, what's already within you. And there's a felt experience with me because of that truth that I hold, which is that you have everything you need, and I'm simply here to support and encourage and inspire and gently and intentionally be with the process with my client. There is a clarity, there is an honesty, and there is a non-judgmentalness to this process that is what opens the door to the transformation process. And I offer that very cleanly and very simply and very clearly to my male clients. So I hope that was helpful, and I invite anyone who's interested to check out my program. It's called Forge. There's a deeper version of it called Forge Deep, and these are my men's coaching programs that I have on my website. And then I also occasionally offer workshops, introductory workshops, to get a feel, to experience what it might be like to be supported by me in a private coaching container. Thank you for listening, and please feel free to check out my website, elizabethcarlin.com.